Hello, good morning. Welcome to our first ever plan with me. It is Monday morning. I've got my coffee, I've got my planners, and I thought I would take you along while I plan for the week, all week. So let's go. I have 3 planners that I use. This one is my monthly planner for work. Audrey has her tippy tappies on. This I pretty much I write out my schedule in it, so I look at it before I do my weekly things, but I don't really need to put anything in here today. Try and make sure. First off, I have to check off. I'm using my year at a glance to keep track of when I read, when I knit, I'm calling it moving instead of working out, when I move and when I spend money, just so I can see what I'm doing and when. So yesterday was Saturday. I did read. I did knit. I bought lunch, so I did spend money. I don't think I've ever been. So now we just have to set off our weekly. My note to remember to plan this. I feel like this is going to be a relatively chill video overall because it is morning. It is early. I lost my little. So yeah. I love these types of videos, and I've been wanting to do one for so long, so here we are. I feel like this is pretty standard with Hobonichi setups, but I always do a little line of washi tape just to make it cute. And this is a mushroom washi tape that's going to be going up in the shop on Saturday. The 17th? The 17th. So there we go. And we always set up I like to try and keep track of how much I work, just so I can kind of see mostly when I forget to take a day off, because that does happen a lot. It always just turns into, I'll just do a couple things and then I'm sitting at the computer for 5 hours. So that is not our goal. I would like a better work balance, but things do be like that sometimes. As you can kind of see, I forgot to take a day off last week. It happens. It's also not a busy season, but getting into a busy season. So sidebar, I track my work hours. I don't think I have any deliveries coming in this week or anything. I have a shop update. So this I would usually do deliveries or important things that I need to do. So we'll leave that blank for now. I'm sure I'll fill it in throughout the week. And then I do like to keep track of what projects I work on and what days. Sorry, that's my Roomba yelling at me. So okay, so today I'm gonna get some stickies out. Today is my day off. I think I have to do a couple of computer work things, but it's mostly just double checking Instagram photos and whatnot, so nothing too crazy. I like that. To mark my days off. So this is kind of just weekly setup. So today is my day off, and Thursday tentatively is my day off. Okay, now it's a little pretty. I use the Frixion point knock pen because it's erasable. erasable, because every time I schedule chains, I feel like I need to be able to move things around. So it is, I don't use the numbers on the side. I mostly use them for tracking for work, and then just general, like, hey, in the morning, I have to do this. So I'm definitely going to be reading after this. No, I'm going to be knitting after this. One day for like an hour. And then I definitely want to do like some cleaning. And then some big reading time. I'm on part 3 of A House of Flame and Shadow, so I'm so close to finishing it. I think I have to read it. My coffee's very hot today still. Okay, and then I know I have some appointments already scheduled. Put those in now. Okay, so our thing is, sorry, my camera cut off. It's very early still. It's not that early. It's like 9 o'clock. It's early for me to be talking to a camera. I just put in some of the moth tape that's also going to be going up in the shop, just because I love it so much. It's so cute. This, I've been using a Mr. pen because I don't need to change things around as much. So that is if they are cooperating. So this is where I keep like my to-do list. So let me try and have a brain cell for a second of what I have to do today. I think that's a good amount. Yeah, today is usually the day I go out to a coffee shop and do all my computer work, but I did a bunch of it last night. I just worked late instead of doing it today because today I have off. Jake also has off. We haven't had a day off together in a little bit, so trying to get back into a routine where I can actually see him. So I think that's it for the to-do list. Oh, I get, oh no, that's for the other one. No, I keep forgetting to use this thing too, all the time. Did the Troubled? What did I buy? Tortured. I don't think I have any stickers. Really, I mean, I have a midnight sticker. Last night, I don't really watch award shows, but when you're clowning, Taylor announced her new album. It's coming out April 19th. It was a little happy moment. And it's very much giving off Dead Poet Society vibe. So I'm here for it. So yeah, that's, I don't put a lot of my dailies. I would like to put more, but I'm not pressuring myself. But before I forget, I will be, is there anything else I need to put in here? No. Adding. I don't have a white, I'm just gonna do this weird fleshy tone one. April 19th is the Tortured Poets Department. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Don't at me. That was terrible. New chapter. Happy face. I pre-ordered the vinyl last night in a moment of panic. I don't know what I was panicking for, but I did. And that's all I'll say on it for the rest of the week, I hope. Okay, so that's the cousin done. Beginning of the week's gonna be a little bit longer because I have to set up. There it is. So many things. Okay, so this is my work planner. So I am a little less like aesthetic about this one and just a little more like utilitarian. But I still want to make it pretty, so we're gonna do the moths this week. We have shop update, Patreon video, newsletter. I don't know why I started doing this, but it's part of the setup now. So I know I have Instagram already set until Wednesday. I need to use these. ND, Insta, website. So today is dye, yarn, heritage. I'm at 120. Dye, heritage. That should be the final date. Dye, heritage. Okay, today is a dye day, so I have already done answer comments. I have to do email still. Lots of work things today. I don't tend to do a ton of extra things on dye days. That way I don't like lose focus on everything. So I just tend to like knit and do kind of like social media stuff, but I always like split it up between things. So nothing too crazy. I do have to ship some yarn this week. Check on the shop update. I think that's it for now. I definitely want to do a big reading session tonight. I do need to pack orders today and order yarn. Oh, I did do this, that. Did that, I didn't do that. I have been doing this fun new thing. Did I lose my little, no I didn't, it's in front. Using the same washi tape for like the double day spreads, because then even if I don't use it one of the days, it still looks nice. So I'll put some books. So we'll keep up with the book theme because I'm still reading Crescent City 3. I'm at the battle. I'm at the big fight TM. So I know once I start reading this section, I'm not going to be able to stop until I finish the book. There's no way. There's too much at stake here. So we're going to keep with the book theme. I'm not usually one to like keep what's the word I want? Have a theme from the weeks to the dailies. But I like to keep the dailies, like these two spreads, cohesive. Why? I don't know. Just decided one day that that's what I wanted to do. You know what? We're going to use one of these pens today. I do want to get into fountain pens. I don't know why. I don't need any more hobbies. So today is Dye Heritage. Check Insta photo. Pack orders. Emails. Order yarn. What did I not do yesterday? Salty air. I'm on the collar of my salty air, so I think I can definitely finish that today and get it blocked. Guys, is there anything else we have to do today? I don't think so. It's just kind of grind into the work day. Jake and I had our date night last night. We went to go get sushi because chef's kiss. Love that. We go to Sushi House in Meriden, Southington? I don't know. It's on the line. And we were talking work things. My work things mostly. Just, you know, as one does when they own a business. That's all we talk about. But he had some really good ideas. There's another thing, but I don't remember at all what it is. Yeah, again, I don't really use these a ton for things. We will see if I feel like I need to write anything else down. I do need to look at getting the journal prompts again. No, I don't really want to make a reel. I love these erasable pens. I don't think I need to update anything in this right now. I think it's pretty good. So, cool. Did knit yesterday. Did I spend money? No. Okay, I do need to get the orders ready to go out. Oh, I never marked. When did I stop working yesterday? 6:30. So today I need to pack orders. Today is the last Heritage Wool Collective Dyeing Day. I'm wondering if I should also track when I finish books. No. I also knit yesterday. I did order yarn. Oh, this is not what I needed. So I did find some journal prompts from the Coffee Monster, Coffee Monster Co. blog. I love her stickers. I love her YouTube channel. She inspired all of this essentially. So I will leave a link to that because I tried doing prompts, like making prompts up for the Patreon 1 month, and that was so hard to do. I just could not do it. So I will leave that to more thinkiers than me, better thinkers than I. And I'll probably actually do this in the afternoon after I get like all my work brain out. I did have therapy this morning, so that's already been documented. What else do I need to do? What else do I need to do today, pups? I think just pretty chill. Tomorrow's my day off, so I'm sure I'll think of things throughout the day. Yeah, pretty chill. It's a shop update week, so I thought I would have more to write down. I guess I don't. I probably will later. Did not read yesterday. I don't know what book I want to start next. Did I spend money? No. Hopefully hopefully I don't have words. I haven't had coffee yet. Hopefully the only thing you can hear is not Audrey licking her toes, and Jake's conference call because barbecue secrets? I don't know. Couldn't have you, bro. Okay, today is my day off. I am going to my mom's to help her with some maintenance issues. We are filling in some holes in some walls in the basement. and outside. So we are doing that today. It's probably gonna take a while. Oh God, I'm tired. So we have to go to Home Depot first to get everything, and then patch it. It has been a learning experience, to say the least. Okay, I have to answer some emails. It is my day off, but try and keep on top of correspondence. And then I really want, I think, to sew today. I have a dress that I have been working on, and I would really like to do that. So, 1, 2. We'll see how motivated I feel. I forgot the name of it. Audrey, please stop. I never actually scheduled the Instagram that I was supposed to schedule yesterday, so I have to do that as well. I think that's it for those stickies. Oh, and there's a plane going over now. Everything, absolutely everything is happening. The newsletter is scheduled. That's pretty much it. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to paint part of the house too, like the trim somewhere. We'll see how I feel. And I did, nope, that's not how you spell salty. And what did I cast on yesterday? I finished my salty air, and I cast on, hold on, the Grow Hat by Fiber Tales in tufts on my Revival Decay, because I had a skein that looked like it got a little felted and I didn't want to sell that, so I figured I would make a sample or a gift out of it. So I cast that on last night. I just got through the ribbing. Okay. Now washi tape. Oh, that's a satisfying open book. I can do red books. I haven't really used these ones yet. I love this. This is from Katrinkles. I love it so much. So far I just know how to make noodle arm looking sweaters with it, but I use it every day with my washi tape. Yeah, Audrey. Now I have finished House of Flame and Shadow, and I don't know what to read next. I don't know if I want to continue on the Aragon series, because that's only 4 books, or if I want to start my reread. I feel like maybe I should do Aragon, because that's not going to take as long as a reread of 3 different series. I don't know why I started that so far over. Oh man, okay. Today. What do we have to do today? Well, Mom, I guess you would call that meal planning, not grocery planning, but okay. That works too, I suppose. I am very afraid that my microphone's not actually recording this, and it's my computer, which I would be so sad. Just devastated, honestly. Yes, Puffs. I have to clean my office again. I let it get a little crazy. There's just a wall of things from like here out. But you know, that's what happens. Alright, I am now running late, so this is all we get right now. I'll definitely return to this later. I do come back in like the afternoon sometimes and do things, but not a lot. Sometimes. I really hope the only thing you can hear in the background is Audrey eating her breakfast. So yesterday was Thursday. Did I spend any money? I didn't spend any money. I also didn't read. I'm going to count this as moving because I did do physical labor for Mom for patching holes. So today is usually recording days, so record my Patreon video. And then I do have to go to Joann's and get some fusible fabric. Fusible interfacing, that's what it's called. I'm working on a video of making the shade dress by Chalk and Notch, but apparently I run out of interfacing. So when I sat down to sew yesterday, I had nothing. And then I have to photograph notions for the update, some yarn for a collaboration with Indian Tangled. That's not, don't look at my spelling, whatever you do. What else did I have to photograph today? I know I had to do something. It'll come to me, I'll leave a thing. Got a yarn order in, so we have to unpack that. I need to be editing, post at 6:30, sorry. Is that a good breakfast, Audrey? Do I need stickers I want to use today? I kind of want to do like a sticker a day challenge. I know that's not like a thing, but I kind of want to make it one, you know? Ooh, tomorrow is the new moon. Nothing's really like sticking out at me. My Midnights collection always gets out of order. I think that's it. There was something else I had to do today. Make our to-do list. Today I worked on the grow hat. Oh, I did not do my journaling yesterday. I completely forgot. I also didn't schedule Instagram yesterday, but I did spend all of yesterday at Mom's house helping her fix some things around the house, patch some holes, fix the back door light fell down so they couldn't use the back door and nobody could reach it there. So you just like little things around the house that needed to get done, or needed help with at least. Oh, what's that? I have to look up something on Shopify too. I really want to finish this dress because I cut it out in December, I think. December or November. And it's still just sitting in pieces in my craft room, and I would like to wear it to the Hill Country Weavers retreat in March. I think it would be super cute. So I do need to get a move on that. Stitched cables, did that. I did the buttons, I did all that. Some of the stuff I would consider computer work, but I do need to get it out the door sooner than Monday, so that's how that happens. Oh, I have to photograph. I went through my stash and I pulled out some stuff to de-stash because I had realized that I ran out of room in the Tupperware, so things needed to decide if they were going to stay or not. So I did go through. I have a whole tote bag. Most of it is Plies and Hellhound yarn because I do try and keep like one extra skein of all the clubs or like the book boxes as a just in case / if I have to dye it again. But I think I've dyed those colors enough that I don't need a reference. I can confidently dye them without having to see one. So I do want to post a de-stash this weekend. Hang the shelves. I found these little shelves Jake and I had in our first apartment, and I want to put them up in my office so I can put like all my doodads up and like off my desk. Okay. Yeah, see, this is a busy spread where nothing happens. Oh, I didn't wash the fiber yesterday. You know what? We're gonna pencil. Ooh. After we edit videos, we're going to journal. to make it pretty. Okay, so what time is it now? Started working at 9. I have to double check the shop update. Okay. My camera cut off, but I just put in my work schedule for next week down, so I know, planning like friend wise what days I'm gonna be free, and also like Jake and I can plan things then as well. So yep, so I think that's it. I do have to I want to record this Patreon fairly quickly so I can run out to the store before it gets too busy. I think Joann's just opened, so I have some time, but the main street that Joann's is on is always a disaster at errand time, and I feel like that's Fridays until Mondays, so I would like to try and get there before like the lunch rush. I did spend money yesterday. I did not knit or read though. Did I? No, I got my knitting out, but I didn't do anything. I don't usually do this with the pages, but it's been easier to write and film this way. Today is shop update day, so I had to do emails and comments. Should not take that long. It is also a dye day. We're dyeing up the pre-orders from the last folklore club today, and I think I'm going to try and get a jump start on some Connecticut sheep and wool stuff. Sorry, the cat decided to have zoomies right now. I forgot what I was doing. So I will figure that out when I get down in the basement. Oh no, I wanted to dye more of the pumpkin. I got more of the bags in stock, so I have to dye some yarn to go with them. I think maybe I'll add that to like a little mini update in March, and then definitely gonna bring some to the shows. I want to get through all the fiber that we have, so I'm gonna dye up some fiber for Connecticut sheep and wool to edit this video today. What else do we have to do today? Oh, it's Lunar New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. We are entering the year of the dragon. It's also a new moon today. I don't have any dragon stickers. I did go and get my little dragon statue on Animal Crossing, though. I have decided... Oh, that's what I did yesterday. I should write that down. I've decided this year I'm going to finish an island. I'm gonna do it. So I'm working on, I still have my first island ever from when the game came out, called Corgiville, and I've decided I'm going to finish that island. I really want to restart just for like the fun of it, but I feel like I've put so much work into this island, I can't leave it just yet. So I've like got my mood board all set. I'm almost set on all my villagers, and I've started decorating. So like I did my entrance, I have to do like the town square, and yesterday I got Stella the sheep, so she's gonna be like a little wool farmer, which is a little weird because she's a sheep, but I set up her area yesterday, so like things are happening. In my head, I'm doing a let's play, but in reality, I'm just narrating my own game. I don't think there's anything I desperately need to do, so I'll knit during the first round. I do want to get a jump start on my hat, and I would like to try and finish my shawl before I leave for Texas, the Soul and Timber shawl because I really want to wear it. 5 yesterday. Everything got done so fast yesterday. It was very suspicious. 6, 7. Still worked 8 hours, but it felt like everything was so quick. All right. New washi tape time. I should put my washi tapes away. We are having a bit of a change of plan. We are no longer going somewhere for the Super Bowl, which is fine. I'd rather not leave my house anyway. So we're gonna have people over here. Probably not, maybe like 1 or 2 people. All I want is buffalo flavored things. I want nachos. I want buffalo wings. I want buffalo chicken dip. That's all I care about. And the fact that I get like 3 hours of uninterrupted knitting time. Amazing. This washi tape is from the Notebook Therapy. I got it. I'm sorry. The cat's in the litter box. I'm sure you can hear him scratching the walls. I got it in a birthday present when I got my first Hobonichi from some friends. And I absolutely adore it. I think it's the Moonlit Academy collection. I'm gonna do yellow. All right, I have to pull up the prompts. All right, guys, what do we have to do today? Audrey's now eating breakfast in the background, in case you didn't think there was enough background noise going on. All right, I need to dye Sphinx, dye pumpkin, dye fresh branches. I gotta make a list of fiber colors that I want to bring to all the shows to edit this video. It's kind of like a low-key dye day. The shop update is today, so it's going to be a lot of watching the website and making sure everything runs smoothly and like all the, oh, I have to do the shipping. So I'm going to do that right after this because I have a half hour. Making sure all the settings are correct. Next weekend is also a shop update. I made my computer list already of things I have to do on Monday. Mondays are computer days. I also made a meal plan for this week. Maybe I'll try and photograph the D-stash today. Maybe I'll bring, do we have an extra table? I do. I'll bring a table downstairs into the greenhouse section where my office is going to be and start using that light. It's going to be so good. We did budget out how much it's going to cost us to do the basement, so now we're just in a saving up mode so we can try and get it all done in one go. That way it's not trapped as I have walls but no floors or ceiling or lights for 8 months because we didn't plan and get everything at the same time. I think that's all I need at this very moment. So I think I'm gonna fix the shipping, check on my Stardew farm, and then go dye some yarn. I don't have as much in my weeks as I thought I would this week. Yeah, I think next week will be more so because we are launching the Notions next week, so it's going to be a lot of new things for me. We'll see. I also have to work on like my my system, so like I'll have a checklist of everything I need to do, but that's computer work day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't tend to journal in the morning. I don't think I have enough brain space to answer these questions yet. Of course, Iron's also drinking water now. Thank you for coming and planning with me for a week. I hope you guys had fun, enjoyed, and if you want to see more videos going into my planning, my reading, my crafting, pretty much whatever I'm up to, house things, feel free to subscribe. We put out videos almost every Sunday. If you would like an extra weekly chit chat, I do have a Patreon where I put out an actually weekly chit chat. You get early access to clubs and behind the scenes kind of things. If you want to stay up to date on yarn stuff, please make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter. That is where every bit of detail is going to be. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.